Hi, welcome to another video. So, Anthropic has launched something that is called Cowork. This is basically Claude Code in a graphical interface, but it is made more for working alongside you on stuff that is not very coding related. They say that when they released Claude Code, they expected developers to use it for coding. They did, and then quickly began using it for almost everything else. This prompted them to build Cowork, a simpler way for anyone, not just developers, to work with Claude in the very same way. How is using Cowork different from a regular conversation? In Cowork, you give Claude access to a folder of your choosing on your computer. Claude can then read, edit, or create files in that folder. It can, for example, reorganize your downloads by sorting and renaming each file. Create a new spreadsheet with a list of expenses from a pile of screenshots, or produce a first draft of a report from your scattered notes. In Cowork, Claude completes work like this with much more agency than you'd see in a regular conversation. Once you've set it a task, Claude will make a plan and steadily complete it, while looping you in on what it's up to. If you've used Claude Code, this will feel familiar. Cowork is built on the very same foundations. It is built basically with the Claude Code Agent SDK. They say that this means Cowork can take on many of the same tasks that Claude Code can handle, but in a more approachable form for non-coding tasks. When you've mastered the basics, you can make Cowork more powerful still. Claude can use your existing connectors, which link Claude to external information, and in Cowork, they have added an initial set of skills that improve Claude's ability to create documents, presentations, and other files. If you pair Cowork with Claude in Chrome, Claude can complete tasks that require browser access too. Cowork is designed to make using Claude for new work as simple as possible. You don't need to keep manually providing context or converting Claude's outputs into the right format. Nor do you have to wait for Claude to finish before offering further ideas or feedback. You can queue up tasks and let Claude work through them in parallel. It feels much less like a back and forth, and much more like leaving messages for a coworker. In Cowork, you can choose which folders and connectors Claude can see. Claude can't read or edit anything you don't give it explicit access to. Claude will also ask before taking any significant actions, so you can steer or course correct it as you need. That said, there are still things to be aware of before you give Claude control. By default, the main thing to know is that Claude can take potentially destructive actions, such as deleting local files, if it's instructed to. Since there's always some chance that Claude might misinterpret your instructions, you should give Claude very clear guidance around things like this. You should also be aware of the risk of prompt injections, attempts by attackers to alter Claude's plans through content it might encounter on the internet. We've built sophisticated defenses against prompt injections, but agent safety, that is, the task of securing Claude's real-world actions, is still an active area of development in the industry. These risks aren't new with Cowork, but it might be the first time you're using a more advanced tool that moves beyond a simple conversation. We recommend taking precautions, particularly while you learn how it works. That is all that they say here. It is quite a well-written article. Basically, they are trying to make a coworker that is not very Claude Code and developer thingy. If you know about things like Claudebot, then I think that they might expand this to be something like that as well, with something like Claude Cowork on the web, or something that integrates with WhatsApp or Discord, which will be cool to see if that is the direction they move in. Anyway, now let's have a look into it directly. You can open up the Claude desktop app and then you get the Cowork option. You just open it up, and you are good to go. Now, you can see the prompt box here. You can type in whatever you want to do, and then you would also have to select the folder that you want it to work on as well. I'm going to select my Obsidian vault where I write my scripts. These are just markdown files. I don't have time to manage them at all, and I just write the scripts and leave it like that. One of the things that Anthropic boasts about Cowork is that it can help me in this. It can go through the files and organize them for you. I have about 1,200 files here, and each one of them is a proper script with like 10,000 characters each. So, it's quite a good one to test on. So, I asked it to put all my scripts about GLM into a new folder named GLM. I asked it to make a copy of these scripts and told it that just the title matching will probably not work as I have weird naming schemes. This will require it to do probably a lot of stuff. So, if we have a look at what it did, then it's kind of interesting for sure. I am saying interesting because it wasn't able to do it, at least in the first try. So, it didn't give me any response and kept the loading spinner for like 30 minutes. Then I thought that it may be that I'm doing something wrong, or there's a network error or something. So, I closed it and opened it up again, and that thread is super buggy. It now shows me 2 messages sent, whereas I only sent the prompt once. It also now shows this error, which says that RPC error, failed to mount vault. I guess it uses something like a virtual file system to do this. I think that it basically copies the whole thing over to work on it, I believe, which is good for security, but it's finicky in working. Anyway, it gave me that. I then tried a bit again, and then it started working after a bit. So, to start, I asked it to do that, and it did kinda well. It was pretty fast, and it did some stuff. It didn't show me any progress or anything, though. It just dived straight in, and it asked me a dumb question about what GLM is, and I had to tell it that it's an LLM, which was fine, but it was a dumb question. So, I told it that, and then it went ahead and did it quite well. It put my scripts very well managed in a folder, which was awesome, and it did check the file contents in order to make sure of the stuff and things. You can also see the added context in the session, and you can click and see a preview of it, which is also pretty good to see. So, this is like one of the use cases where you ask it to organize your notes, files, and stuff. Another one is reports. So, you can ask it to build reports and stuff like that. So, I gave it my scripts, and I asked it to build me a rewind report of 2025 about my scripts, and it did it in the first try. It made some tasks, went through the scripts, and did everything, and it is very snappy, which is awesome. Anyway, it got it done and made me a document file, and this is what it looks like. This looks kinda awesome. You get the total number of scripts in 2025, total words, and average words per script. It did a monthly breakdown as well about how my busiest month was March with 93 scripts. December was the lightest month with 43 scripts. This checks out when you put the model releases in context, as most of them launched in March. And it also did an analysis of the scripts and told me that I covered AI tools a lot, followed by Gemini and Chinese models, and CLI tools, and Claude and stuff. It also told me about the longest scripts with the most effort, and key insights were also added, which is kinda good. It's a really good one for sure. One more thing that it can do is make prototypes. Basically, it can code something for you and make artifacts for it, which is kinda cool for sure. It delves into the more Claude Code section of it, but it is quite good. I think that you could have used Claude Code itself for most of this stuff. However, there was more of a barrier for entry for newer people, and I think that this fixes that. It is kinda made well. The errors still seem very technical, like the RPC error is something that I can fix, but I mean someone who is using Cowork as they can't figure out Claude Code. They might not be able to figure out these errors. So, the error handling should be improved, and more things like calling Claude from WhatsApp or Discord can also be beneficial for co-working with it. There have been things like Verdant, which is also really good, and I use it a lot. It is a very graphical interface with all kinds of models, and the UI there is super fleshed out. If you don't want to look at the code, then you don't, and you can easily change the system prompt to make it behave like a simple AI agent that does stuff like Cowork. So, I would still recommend that, but I think that Cowork is still good to have for sure. I like this one for sure. Overall, it's pretty cool. Anyway, share your thoughts below and subscribe to the channel. You can also donate via Super Thanks option or join the channel as well and get some perks. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.